have no losses again on their record. They've been perfect throughout the entire tournament, and they had to get past NIP to do such a thing. So that ended up being on border, and they had to show quite a bit to get past that NIP squad.
Yeah, still managed to get it done, but it went to overtime. They had a little bit of an easier time playing at one of their times so far in the event. It was off stream, but it was against the Susquehanna Sonics, where they managed to take them down 7-1. Into the ban phase now, we're going to see Maverick knocked out first, which again aligns pretty well with what we know for Clubhouse, especially for those upstairs sites. IQ, a ban that's becoming more and more common, specifically at this event. We're going to see that knocked out again here.
I have a little bit of a land meta going on here. I don't really know. Haven't seen it quite often online, but if they're going to ban Valkyrie out, which they're the same team, so I'm going to assume that Team Secret's more than likely going to ban Echo here. Maybe the thought process is let's try and force them into an Echo ban. They're actually going to ban Miro, so both of the Denial Bros are going to be online. We're going to have Maestro, we're going to have Echo. Team Secret should have a heyday with us.
And you can see in the chat, the teams are having a good amount of fun about this one, so at the end of the day... At the end of the day, it is a video game after all. And these guys seem to be having a pretty good time so far at this LAN. But let's get into it. The first round now getting started. We're in the pick phase, and it is going to be Secret on the defense, LeStream on the attack.
All right, well, this should be a lot of fun. Church Arsenal room, the basement side, got to be selected first here by the defense. Immediate thing standing out, though, it's going to be Leon on the Vigil. More of a roam game, it seems that they're going to try and pull off, or they could always try and pull him back. Oh no, this is definitely going to be a roam game. Adopting the alibi on basement with Vigil and Jaeger, they definitely have something up their sleeve.
Should be noted again, obviously, with the pick coming in there. Echo left in the pool too. He's been relatively, I don't know the stats sitting right in front of me, but it seems like he's more than 50-50 banned, which is, or 50-50% on him being banned, which normally that number is much higher. Normally he's pretty much immediately banned from every map, but a lot of teams have been willing to let him go through, and this match is going to be no exceptions. We'll probably have a decent amount of room for Echo play to be seen here, and definitely confirming the row game there. Meepy already pre-firing some holes for upstairs for teammates to be able to use, as they'll be looking to deny any attempts to take control of the kitchen and use those hatches to get control downstairs.
Yeah, we're not going to have a Habano removed from the play field either, so all of these hatches can kiss their lives goodbye, as well as we have Alfama playing that Thermite, so they're going to be able to get Mud Tunnel open, really do whatever they want to do with Hard Destruction. Don't have to worry about it too much, have it in dividends.
Got LeStream out onto the board, folks. Let's see if they're going to be able to perform, and so far it seems to be the case. What is going on? 2 kills in the first 10 seconds of the round, as we see the Vigil along with the Thatcher getting traded out by either team.
Well, 2 kills under 10 seconds. Leon and Hicks on the receiving end of those. So pretty equal trade. All the EMPs now gone for LeStream, so they're going to have to try and find some other method. And speaking of method, Farrell's apparently got a pretty good one as he's going to kill Corey out on the jacuzzi balcony. So Bonkers going to take an aggressive gunfight here. He's going to end up winning it out against Rise. There's only been 45 seconds in this round, and all the stream is almost dead. We've seen this the entire weekend by Team Secret, how aggressive they can possibly get, and they're still doing it here on land. But Alfama's going to hear that knife to the ground. Farrell going to pay the price.
The bait drone works, and Alfama is able to find a trade off of that. Another member of Meepy is Alfama is going to continue his rampage, working down the main stairs and catching Meepy right at the end of 90. It's down to 2v2 here now. Drone work as they attempt to take out the Yokai drone, but it's going to move in. It's going to stop the first attempt at a plant. They should have been able to kill it on the second attempt, so it's not going to have the capability to stop the diffuser on the second time, but it did buy them the extra 6 seconds or so. Aces with a nice shot on the Hibana is able to take out Elems, and now it's down all on Funkers in a 1v2 as Alibi.
All on his shoulders here for the first round, and it sure has been a crazy first round so far. Funkers trying to find some room. Not very much room to breathe. He is going to be able to get rid of that drone that will be able to tell out his location. But he's going to stick Memorial. So he's looking to get aggressive. MX4 Storm getting reloaded. Full mag capacity now, but Alfama's got the angle. Is he going to win it out? Yes, he will. LeStream confirms the first round after a very dangerous start to both of these teams' game.
Very crazy start. As both teams is willing to play the frag game right at the start. Like we said, like you had said, 2 kills in under 10 seconds on the timer once the action phase had started, and beyond that as well, both teams really just going at each other's throats right from the start. That plays into that very heavy roam game that we had seen at the start of the round with the picks, and we'll see how this evolves forward from here.
We're dabbing on stream already in the finals. I saw that. I saw you. All right, well, Besides that point, extremely aggressive roam by Secret. I want to see if they're going to try and keep this pace. We've seen this all weekend with them where they have this aggressive playstyle. Again, I talked to you earlier. I said, I'm pretty sure we said aggressive around 100 times today, but there's really no other way to say it. I mean, chaos is in the actual tournament. We can't say chaotic. So, I mean, you have to respect it, though, because it's most of the time working for them. I mean, that really came down to a 2 versus 2 in the end, and it just happened to suck that Fonkers was so far off of sight.
So over to Gym Bedroom now for the guys on Team Secret. They actually had some issues with this one when they played in their semi-final match a little bit earlier on today. So we'll have to see if they were able to correct that in time to ensure that those issues don't resurface once again. So obviously against Team Liquid, they had great results overall, but still some bumps in the road when it came to the Gym Bedroom site. So notably due to the lack of a Mira, and it seems that that is going to be an issue once again for them here.
Once again, we see more of a extended roam game here by Team Secret, but again, would you expect anything else? They are going to have Bandit downstairs in the lounge area, unless he's rotated after previously spotting yet. He has Fokker's going to be upstairs. Bandit tricking East CCTV wall and Leon. They're practically playing Gym Bedroom like they're holding cash in CCTV. Like it's that site. There's so many reinforcements over here. Bandit batteries. They've thrown everything over in these 2 rooms to try and hold this down. They're going to make LeStream try and fight for map control.
Same way they played in the semis for the most part. A very extended defense, which, as I was just mentioning, did come back to bite them under more than one circumstance. So they will have to be very careful about how they proceed from this point forward. Besides that, though, we've got a whole lot of action going on, a whole lot of charges from Zofia being exploded as well. One of which seemed to hit Thatcher at some point there. But besides that, it's Alfama that strikes first, being able to knock out Leon. Aces follows it up with another one, finding Elims. Now we end up going down to a 5v3.
This will be a very good strat of Team Secret to stop peeking so much over on the other end. The issue is that they're getting picked off so early. I mean, there's only been 1 minute and 10 seconds expended, and you dedicated so much to that extended hold upstairs. And LeStream just making quick work of it. Pharaoh's going to rotate downstairs and try and use this pulse monitor, possibly catch somebody off guard with a C4 underneath. But again, that's not going to revive his friend. So they're still going to have to try and make something work with this man advantage and lack of utility in those evil eyes.
Got Secret falling back now. Their Pulse Feral trying to find a spot to utilize himself properly. He did have pressure coming his way towards the blue stairs, so he backs away from that. Remember, he wants to play into a situation where he can use this Nitro Cell. It's not necessarily the best idea for him to take a direct contact while he still has that available. And you can see directly above him, there's quite a few players that could be hit by that. But in the meanwhile, Fonkers, elsewhere on the map here, playing on the inside of logistics, is going to be able to find aces.
Oh, a little bit of a pre-fire by Corey's. He's actually going to either down Fonkers or he'll be 1 health. A little bit of a look-see. He will be down. You see him crawling inside of logistics. That metal panel behind that raised up mattress is actually bulletproof, so Corey won't be able to pre-fire through that and possibly catch out Meepy. Team Secret, do or die right now, but they will be able to get Fonkers up. 40 seconds left. Pharaoh's actually rotated all the way down into mud. He's literally in Narnia right now trying to fight his way through this wardrobe. Let me tell you, Corey's still barreling down onto Citus. He will be able to deliver an impact to that evil eye. So no more information on site, but they are delaying so much time right now. Thermite will rotate all the way over to Hookah Balcony, be able to get the, or excuse me, we'll be able to rotate over to Jacuzzi Balcony, be able to open the wall. Corey finds an entry frag inside. So the rest of LeStream has finally found precedent. Side of the A site. Finds Bandit as well. It's going to be all left up to Feral, who's completely removed from sight. Finally rotates back. Finds one. That's going to be the man with the diffuser as well. Feral just has to try and play out time. Rise has to find a safe place to plant. Feral, if he's able to win this gunfight, can definitely secure the last man. Nitro Cell's going to stick to the door frame, and Hicks will be able to find the second round here for LeStream.
So unfortunate for the guys on Secret there. Almost saw the Nitro Cell go, unfortunately it ends up sticking itself to the door frame. And will cost them the round. A quick little adjustment there at the end, but still keeping it very close. LeStream, despite having it at a 4v2, almost throwing it away there in the 1v3 clutch attempt coming in from Feral. But no fail on that one, and like I said, the upstairs site's generally not proven to be too helpful to the overall game plan here for Team Secret. And this is a new situation they have to deal with. LeStream starting out relatively strong, although some very close shaves still. Now they're going to look to build on that even further. In Secret, well, where's the response? What do they do next?
Their main focus should be on keeping more people alive early on. They've been punished twice so far off of early picks from the attackers of LeStream. So we'll see if they can possibly keep some people alive for longer than a minute this time around. I really feel like that is the key. These strats so far by the defense of Secret have been able to knock out plenty of time, where if they had enough people alive, they would be able to capitalize on such a minimal amount of time, where LeStream would have to try and force the opposition.
So, once again, we'll see the players from Team Secret change up their site pick. Working over to Cash and CCTV instead. Just the flip over to the other side. We saw a lot of aggression from them in the semifinal against Team Liquid. Aggression which generally worked for them. So this is something, like I said before, this is something new you have to work off of here. Having the first time a little bit of struggle actually executing upon these roamers and the aggression overall they're trying to throw into these rounds, and now have to find the appropriate amount of said aggression to use later on to successfully counter out these pushes from LeStream.
Solem's showing off a little bit of yokai magic. As you guys saw, he actually has the yokai hooked to one of the metal walls inside of construction, so it's going to be sitting very low. And traditionally speaking, yokais are on the ceiling, so without IQ on the field, going to be very hard to find that yokai inside of construction. But these default camps will be slight work here for LeStream as they're trying to find this roam game of Secret. But it appears that they've kind of slowed things down a little bit, as you see the blue silhouettes all dancing along inside the site. And they've went to more of a default hold here. You do have one gentleman playing catwalk and one all the way downstairs behind Gunrack and Armory. Free Fire going to come out from Fonkers, but not going to land on anyone.
Fonkers, of course, still patiently waiting in Garage. He was definitely one of the key pieces to how Team Secret was able to take control of this map when they played it against Team Liquid. Corey with a nice hold. Does some excellent damage, but it's not going to be him that secures the kill. It's actually Hicks on the outside of blue window that finds Leon instead, taking him out, and once again giving LeStream an early 5v4 advantage.
Alfama waiting for a little bit of help from his friend, but Corey's going to find a frag, and that's going to open up Garage for the offensive team, as they have all the map control in the world. It's all on to the defense now. The remaining anchors in Farrell, they could possibly try and send him on a rotate. They did have him downstairs the last we saw, but he's rotated inside of Garage, currently on catwalk, donning the mantle of his long-lost friend Fonkers. So Alfama now has the angle as he puts insult to injury, as shoots the dead body of Fonkers. He can't dock himself up anymore, has no life left in him. Farrell will stand up, but does he know about the cross angle that's been established? If he moves over too far, it will spell disaster for his life.
Thankfully, it looks like that he's a little bit distracted over by the side walls right now. But unfortunately, you are going to see those asphyxiating bolts affecting him. He is able to sneak away one frag, but still falls victim to the choking bolts, knocking out Farrell, leaving only two still standing here for Team Secret. Thankfully, one of them is the smoke, and there's only 40 seconds left. He should still have all three toxic gas grenades. As a result of that, there is still a chance they can successfully hold this back and play on timer. Same problems as the past round. They're losing too many players while still successfully wasting enough time.
Time to ring some ears.
And that really is just off the back of how slow LeStream has been trying to conduct this map. First Toxic Babe going to be launched, but will it be his last? As he will finally find the last one. Finds Corey on the ground, doesn't do enough damage to kill him, but going to be very easy for LeStream to choke him out inside of Cash, as there is 4 members alive, had one on Cassiers for the flank as well. So slow and steady once again wins the race here for LeStream. That's going to be 3 rounds in a row. No answers yet by Secret.
This is what I was talking about with the clashing play styles back before we started the other semifinal between LeStream and Chaos. It was going to be interesting to see how the more aggressive style from the players of Secret clashed with this more drawn-out tactical style that we've been seeing from LeStream throughout the course of the event, and that's remained true for the most part here. They've been doing a fantastic job of dealing with roaming presence, knocking those players out early. The only issue they've really had is timing, but it hasn't stopped them from winning a round just yet, so they're probably not too worried about it.
Always good practice on land for these guys, and I really like how aggressive Secret is trying to be. It just needs to be more controlled. That's the issue. They're kind of just working like wildfire, you know, it just goes everywhere. So we'll see if they try and dial things back a little bit. They're at like 11 right now. Need to put it down to just about a 9. Keep Leon, get that rain, pull him back just a little bit. He's been picked off the last 2 rounds as the opening frag, and it's just simply been off of rotates. Just LeStream waiting for them to make the mistake. And that's been LeStream's playstyle throughout this entire tournament on offense. Very slow, hold that angle, wait for the defense to make the mistake, get our free pick, and then move along.
Which is funny because Secret has kind of relied on a bit of the same thing on their own attacking side for a large part of this tournament. They've kind of been using 1 or 2 kills to use as the initiation right to go in and oftentimes we were able to catch that in the semifinal. But now the same strategy is being used against them, and right now it's absolutely destroying Secret overall. This round's going to be no exception. And Farrell still trying to jump out, is going to get caught by Corey, and that's another 5v4 round start for LeStream.
Well, Secret, I don't know if you're going to get the memo just yet, but Fonkers might have a freebie here as you have somebody repelled upside down, but no, it's only going to be a freebie for Hicks with the pre-fires. He finds Fonkers delving down on the staircase, sees yet another, but Alim's going to win it out this time around. Still not going to be the equalizer that Team Secret needs to try and bring this round back. And again, there's only been 40 seconds in this round, Blue, and we have 3 bodies on the ground.
30% of the player base gone from the server already for this round as another very fast-paced play starts, mainly to the fact that Secret is willing to force it. Secret's willing to take these fights, losing a lot of utility as a result of it. See, obviously, Farrell getting knocked out eliminates the extra Nitrocell along with the intel that, of course, Pulse can provide. The same story is really true for the loss of their Legion. So building off of this, we are going to see LeStream start to work themselves down main steps. No reason why they shouldn't at this point. Of course, they lost Hicks. They still have a +1 man advantage to play off of, and Secret have been forced back pretty much entirely just into the basement. So it's all up to LeStream to go for the execute now. But still, 1 minute and 40 seconds left. This is already looking much, much cleaner and much more earlier time, which is one of the only issues we've really seen from LeStream so far in this map.
Yeah, but they still have to try and force the issue. That's something we've had struggles with LeStream throughout this entire tournament. They have to be the ones to get aggressive. You're on offense. Team Secret now recognizes out that you guys are pretty slow about taking things. I mean, again, as you said, they had what they needed, but they're still holding these crosses, waiting for a mistake by Team Secret. And if you allow that to happen, Secret is more than likely going to fight back. Leon, though, going to take quite a bit of damage from Corey laying at the bottom of main stairs. Plenty of utility going down by LeStream, and that's going to be the calling card for something to pop off. Smoke grenades, indeed. Ryans will claim a life with a Capital Bolt. It seems that everyone is falling to utility currently. Guns and utility alike. Limbs finds yet another, and that's going to be the man with the diffuser. It's all left up to Corey again. It seems like this slow style of play is going to punish them, but Limbs and Meepy are very far separated. Corey, though, again, last one alive. They do know where the diffuser is, and Limbs using that to tell a tale exactly where Corey is. That's the beauty of those yokai drones. And Team Secret going to punish LeStream for that slow playstyle on site.
Great stuff on LeStream. Or great stuff on Secret, excuse me, but we do have Hicks as well, another focal player for LeStream, as we've been seeing him perform with quite a few innovations, I think, so far this tournament. He's been trying some interesting things. 25 years old, hailing from Lille, France. So playing Rainbow Six for 3 years. Takes on the role of their support, along with the IGL team. His nemesis is Penta. Thankfully, they dealt with them pretty handily. His favorite esports moment was the Paris Major. I imagine that would be the case, hailing from France.
Yeah, had a lot of fun though. That's when they were actually IDK. That's before they even had an org. That is really where they made this name and gained so many fans at that major. Then immediately after the Paris Major, Team Secret comes along, picks up this team, and try and make something of them. They're definitely showing why they were picked up right now.
All right, well, let's see if they're going to be able to prove that even further with a victory in this matchup.
I just completely messed that up. I apologize, guys. Hicks, LeStream, I apologize. That was my bad. But no,
it's all good.
No, it was LeStream. It was former Millennium. I apologize about that, that right there. Miscommunication. Anyways, despite the fact they will be in the lead, and that's really all that matters. So, again, support IGL, and that's traditionally speaking where you want to be the IGL at. Being the entry fragger is not the funnest when you're IGL, because you're trying to coordinate a million things at once while also trying to focus on getting kills. It's a lot easier from that support role, so a very smart thing by LeStream.
So we'll see both teams once again get into it. We've already gone pretty far into the round without a kill so far, so this is already looking like a lot more of a normal round for what we've come to expect, but that's going to change. Looks like I jinxed it. Rise is going to work his way back in right by the main stairs, knocking out Leon, as once again, that Jaeger play from Leon has just not really worked out too well so far this half. He's always been caught out very early on in the round and hasn't had a chance to shine on that roam game yet.
He's been the opening kill 3 times, which is not good because when Leon's alive, you can have a very large impact, but you can't really have an impact when you're dead, especially in the first 20 seconds. Bonkers is going to get aggressive, though, on the garage doors. He's actually going to rotate underneath the staircase. We don't see this happen too often, but they do have a drone in place down by the front door. that could possibly get some information on him. Ace is going to continue to hold down the garage window. I see a lot of people rotating from, but again, it seems like LeStream's slow, choking play style is going to continue to rear its head here. So they're trying to see if anyone could possibly stop them from getting this thermite charge down. The call is going to be no, as Feral's going to try and bandit trick, but Concussion's going to go through. Will he be able to get the charge? Yes, he will. No thermite just yet. The first exothermic charge down, just one to go for Feral.
So, slow play again is the name of the game. Secret did a much better job this time at keeping their early round aggressive players alive this time, obviously with the exception of Leon. And now are going to have to put LeStream into an awkward position where the issue is going to be forced for them. They have to work their way towards the site relatively quickly. They don't have a whole lot of initiation rights just yet. They're going to see at least one asphyxiation bolt moving in. I believe this is to help and assist with the wall breach, which will go off without a hitch. They'll open that up, and now with garage control, they can start to work their way into this site.
Yes, they can. Rise very low health for LeStream as well, but that Capital utility will always work out very well if placed correctly, and that's exactly what they did. Ended up using that to help get that wall open, as you said, but still plenty of people to find on Team Secret. And Secret slowed down quite a bit, not trying to get as aggressive as they were before, which got them quite often punished. Leon still falling on that sword. So with under 40 seconds left, LeStream has to force the issue. See how many people are stacked up outside on this balcony just trying to force their way into CCTV, but it's slow. Limbs is going to be able to rotate his yokai, more than likely try and stop this plan as it goes down. It's very close to the wall. Timer at 2 seconds here. He's got to try and find him, and he will. And he will actually end up going down to Feral. Feral with 2. He keeps tacking on. Feral with 3. The pistol whip. Will he be able to find 4? Aces and Corey, the only 2 alive. 8 seconds, but they have diffuser. It's not going to matter either way. Feral, the man, the myth, the legend with the ace. It's all on Team Secret here in round number 5.
Amazing stuff from Feral. Really picking it up in a moment where Team Secret needed that bit of a confidence boost. And we are going to see Feral come out with the ace to put Team Secret back on the board here.
We've talked about him all weekend. Feral's been the man with the plan, and bringing up so much energy and so much frag potential, Blue.
And it's like every match, too. I don't think there's been a single match these guys have played where Feral wasn't the top fragger or seemingly the top player when it came to impact for his team. So an incredibly consistent performance from him, on top of just impressive, of course.
Yeah, somebody pay that man for sure, because I can tell you.
Give him a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. And guys, just to remind you, he just rejoined this team June 3rd. What's today's date, Blue? Oh, it's
6
June.
days ago.
Yeah, it's
Less
June
than a week
9th.
ago.
It's June 9th, Blue. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now, to be fair, of course, there is that previous history, but that was a little while back, so some of it may have gone away since then. But regardless, it seems to have fit right back into the roster without much of an issue at all. And now they are looking to continue to build, already at 2-3, bringing it up, and we could end up with yet another 3-3 split at halftime if this trend continues for Secret, and they can finally close out on a gym bedroom round. That site has been their bane throughout today, so we'll see if they can finally close one out.
Now we can talk about this in the right context. Team Secret all the way back at the Paris Major or IDK, where they gained a lot of fans. Actually, the entire trip for them to the Paris Major was crowd-funded. People gave them money in order to go play. That's how much of a fan base this team has, and how much love the esports community of Rainbow Six has for them. Ends up getting picked up by Team Secret, and we have that man himself, Feral, end up leaving the team to go and try some other paths, eventually finding G2 where he was an analyst for a little while, but joins the team back 6 days ago just to show the kids how to do it once again.
And so, with already a good LAN record on track here, it's going to look to solidify it with a LAN victory. They're still a long way away from getting that, though, as these two teams are neck and neck right now. LeStream already at the main stairs, ready to work their way up in the gym bedroom. Of course, we did end up seeing the wall getting blasted open relatively early on in the round 2, so this is some great forward momentum being picked up by LeStream. Now they need to get it into the site. That's been their only hard point they've struggled with, is actually executing. Leon is going to be able to respond first, takes out the Capital. No more asphyxiation bolts, which have been a huge part of LeStream's attack throughout this half.
And that's going to be a rotate downstairs by Leon. Corey finally able to read it out as Rise was trying to rotate back downstairs, but again, Leon rotating over to Waits, dropping that hatch. It'll be a big play from him, able to take away those asphyxiating bolts from the string, which they've been using to make Team Secret move around the site like their own little puppets. But LeStream, once again, they're taking things pretty slow. Tries to fake things out is Corey right now. That's why he threw the drone, then broke the window. He's trying to get somebody to peek, but it might call disaster onto him as Feral is lying in wait underneath.
Corey is going to continue to wait for an opportunity to pick up a kill. They still have to worry about the player around the corner in logistics office as well. The problem is Corey's now kind of on his lonesome, and he has actually been pinched. If you'll note, there's still the castle sitting down below him, one flight of stairs. And like I said before, the player in logistics office holds his other end. He realizes that though, waits for the push from Feral, and catches him out without too much of an issue at all. Besides that, Aces also finds another pickup, is able to eliminate Funkers. Corey will wrap around the corner, tries to take care of the player in logistics office. He'll get it done, and Aces will close out as well. So it's LeStream that come back on the final round, once again taking control of Gym Bedroom and setting us up for a 4-2 half.
Looked very scary there from LeStream for just a second, but they will end up finishing things 4-2 at the split, ahead as they go into defense here on Clubhouse. Again, things get a little bit scary. We thought that flank was going to work out by Feral. It did not. Corey ended up reading into it at the proper time. So, with that being said, LeStream getting aggressive there at the tail end of that round is actually going to work out. And honestly, I think the thing to read into there is that a little bit of impatience by Secret as you see the Bandit try to get aggressive in Bathroom. Guys, if LeStream isn't trying to force the opposition, just hang back. Let them try and waste as much time just sitting there doing nothing.
Do that indeed. Well, guys, we're going into the second half now, so let's jump into it. Let's take a look and see if LeStream is going to be able to remain as dominant as they were on their attacking side, or we're going to see Secret pick up some of the slack now that they move over to the attacking side. It'll be a basement site to start out. As you generally expect, we've got the setup moving in now. The triple wall reinforcement on the forward wall in Church will prevent any easy access from coming down the main stairs. You'll see at least one reinforcement being put up by Aces on the side wall in 90, leading into Armory as well, which prevents that kind of easy crawl hole from being opened up by someone like a Buck from upstairs in the kitchen. As if he opens up the floor, he can then scope in and then open up an easy path for the rest of his team to crawl down main stairs, wrap around the corner, and walk right into the B site.
Well, as we saw in the previous match against Chaos, LeStream leaned not too heavily on their roam game. A lot of it was actually Aces on a myriad of different operators, particularly Legion as well as Vigil. So but this time around, he will be on the Echo. So I don't believe LeStream is going to be playing too heavy upstairs or too much of a roam game at all. But traditional senses, the offense will be the one setting the pace. And as we've seen by Team Secret, they like things extremely fast and extremely deadly. So we'll see how that works out for them.
So following this one up, though. And still just droning for the most part here on Team Secret. Not necessarily moving in to take too much control yet. Although we do have a few players inside the building now. But like you were saying with LeStream, for the most part maintaining passive positions. This is going to be the easy part for Team Secret. So of course, getting the usual access to places like Blue Stairs and trying to open up the hatch leading down to the Armory from Kitchen. That's going to be the tough part here for Team Secret, as that's where LeStream is focused the majority of their defense on.
Well, we've seen LeStream do it before this weekend on defense here on Clubhouse. They're going to pick up Kaid, and speaking of picking up, Rise will find a kill, and that's going to be Feral, the man who just got the ace a couple rounds ago upstairs in CCTV, but he will be the first to fall here in round number 7. Again, with Hicks on Kaid, they're going to try and trick these hatches and get rid of these X-Kairos charges, which traditionally are the ones put up. He's going to have to wait for Leon to get over here, as Hicks is once again going to do the Electro Claw shuffle. They need to drop 2 EMPs. Oh, he actually picks it up. They dropped the second EMP though, so it would not have mattered at the end of the day. I didn't hear the EMP go down either, so I can't fault you for that. So. But that is going to mean that the Memorial hatch will be opened, as Secret's trying to find some breathing room with those drones to figure out exactly where they could possibly be. As you see Fonkers launch one of his concussion mines to the Blue Stairs, see if anybody is near. Maybe still looking for the right opportunity to drop down to the inside of Memorial. Not going to do it just yet. Leon, in the meanwhile, hunting for any opportunity. Like I said, you can see that first reinforcement right there, making it a little bit more difficult for the Team Secret roster to get access to Armory if they try to go for a main stairs push. Fama also sitting, waiting in the wings. Leon, a nice spot, definitely getting some intel from his teammates on that one, and also kills the chaser. Alfama goes down right after that. The tables have turned. It's Team Secret with the man advantage now and the right to initiate off of those 2 kills. But only 40 seconds left. They've got to start it now. It's always tough when the refrag tries to come through and you get fragged. The Limb's going to continue to tack on here as Team Secret's finding footing, but Rise trying to battle back as the Limbs will find him. It's all left up to Aces in a 1 versus 2, but the Diffuser's going to start going down inside of Church. Bonker's trying to hold the cross. Doesn't want to pull out that goo mine just yet. Aces pre-firing through, but he's not going to find too many answers. Diffuser still hasn't gone down. He's going to try once again, but Fonkers inside of Blue. Team Secret on offense, starting things off right. It's a good start for Team Secret.
taking control of the basement site. And now the question will be for LeStream, do they stick with it? Or do they change things up? Some great play over by the Memorial Hallway as well. Definitely started to turn things around as we were able to see Team Secret turn back from a 4v5. And we've got Fokkers on screen once again. The newer players as of the beginning of the Pro League season here for Team Secret. Hails from Finland. A few players coming from mainland Europe here on the team. He's only been playing Rainbow Six for a year and a half, still relatively new to the game compared to some of our more veteran players. Takes on the entry roamer role. His nemesis also Penta, same as our Hicks from LeStream.
Well, you got to give him some respect for that favorite esports moment being Invitational 2018 with that Penta comeback against Evil Geniuses. I've never seen anything like it. Not my particular favorite esports moment overall, but definitely a moment that shines true inside of Rainbow Six. Fokkers has been so impressive throughout this tournament. You definitely know why he's on the roster.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, here we go into the next round once again. Instead of sticking with it, LeStream will go back upstairs. So away from the basement, into Cash and CCTV instead. Sidewall is obviously getting reinforced, along with the walls in Garage. Besides this, we'll see if they also try to spread their play out or focus it on the site. If the basement round was any indication, we should expect them to play pretty close to the chest on this one and focus a little bit more on the site. We could see a little bit of play in construction as well. Just don't think we're going to see that this time around.
I guess we'll have to call it a double electro trick on the defense. It's kind of the best way to describe this, as Hicks once again will be on the Kaid. It's not for the shotgun, as everyone loves so much. Once again, it's going to be for those electro claws. What they're going to attempt to do is use that bandit of aces to bandit trick regularly. But when those thatchers go down, Hicks is going to throw one of those electro claws on the wall to just add one more line of defense that Team Secret has to worry about. Obviously, Maverick being banned, they can't pick that up. The man with no counter, don't really want him on the map.
Things will start slow, of course, as Team Secret will try to play the game of chess over towards the wall leading into CCTV. And they'll try to take control of that as quickly as the possibility will allow it to come. Barrel in the meanwhile, as they're trying to flash the inside and make the process of defending it and tricking it a little bit more difficult. Got the first grenade going back in, the charge will go off, and it's successfully tricked. We've actually had a pretty poor track record for successful bandit tricks. So props to Aces for being able to pull that one off.
Still have to worry about Hicks as well. Leon has one more EMPs. He's going to get shot at from the base. It's going to be Hicks as he's trying to hit that metal bar that was above him, but Leon's going to be able to find Rise, and he's going to... Oh my goodness. He's going to continue to add on to Hicks as well. Made me lose my words right there for just a second. I thought Hicks would be able to 180, possibly grab that kill. The word's not going to be able to come out of Rise's mouth fast enough for him to try and help out his friend Hicks downstairs. So it's going to take away one line of defense that LeStream had against that wall. Does Leon still have one EMP though? That's the real question. Fokkers doesn't have any more life though on Team Secret.
Now Fama's going to be able to trade that back out, so they'll lose the Zofia. Not necessarily a quintessential operator for this site, but definitely could have been a few positions where she would have been useful, especially in trying to clear out the divide between CCTV and Cash. Corey with a quick wrap back over to the inside of Garage, lines up a great angle to find Leon. He's got more potentially pushing in his direction too, as Team Secret are going to be stressed a little bit here now as they try to get control of Garage to assist the rest of their push. Nice play from him, a repel kill. Barely see him from Corey's perspective there, just above the main door, to take him out and bring us into a 3v2 with favor to Secret.
Being able to shoot from the top of your head, it's up to Aces. Now Fama inside of sight. Not too much time as Farrell will secure one more kill. It's going to be all up to Aces. Almost not too much health as maybe will open the east wall of CCTV, but Farrell is completely off of sight right now as he's going to go get the diffuser. Maybe just going to keep things held up tight here over on the balcony of CCTV. So as Farrell will don that mantle, he's going to go join his friend as Aces has actually already expended his nitro cell. So being downstairs right now, probably not the best idea unless he has opened up the default plant spot, which is more than likely where they're going to go. Will he try and shoot them from underneath? That's the real question. Again, Farrell been so deadly early on, but maybe he's going to find him inside of Garage on the rotate, and Team Secret here to equalize the rounds.
I was talking earlier about how successful the attacking side for Team Secret has been throughout this LAN, and this map is once again going to be no exception. Definitely pushing the envelope on a few tests, and we'd expect it for the grand finals. Going up against LeStream here, they're still coming out on top. 2 for 2 so far in attacking rounds, and it's brought them back an even game now at 4-4. Neither team with an advantage, and unfortunately for the LeStream roster, not a site they can win just yet. We'll see where they shift towards, as they're probably going to continue to move around. Going for a gym bedroom take, but they could also see them shift back down to the basement after this too.
That is going to be the call from the team as they have locked it in. So, LeStream heading back downstairs after 2 misfires on defense. This team's Secret is poised to try and take the lead for the first time here. After LeStream went up 3 rounds, Secret has had to battle back, only giving up 1 round so far after they found their first 2. So, seems to be that Secret has finally found their groove, at least against LeStream. LeStream played a little bit of a different play style than what Secret has been used to, at least at this LAN. Obviously, since they are both in EU, they definitely know what their general idea is going to be. So, adaptations coming in a little bit later than expected, but still, very good Rainbow Six on both sides.
And so now it'll be time to see if once again the process can continue now that we've gone to another site, or if it's going to be Secret, or excuse me, if it's going to be LeStream adjusting from their mistakes back on the first time this was played. Potentially taking a few extra fights that weren't needed, cost them the round before, allowed for actually a turnaround. This, if you recall correctly, back on that first round, it was LeStream who had the man advantage for a large majority of it, but eventually threw it away when the XQ came out into the basement.
Well, Farrell, a little bit of hardcore with his drone as he's going to get up on the hookah balcony. If you guys didn't see that, he actually hopped it up the sidewall here on the north side where Farrell's currently going to get it, well, actually, excuse me, on the south wall from where he's currently facing. Actually hopped up on the electric box, got it up on the balcony so he could drone early upstairs to see if there was any pressure being applied. But obviously none, so they're going to have free reign, all except for the basement, where the rest of LeStream lies.
Got Leon along with Fonker still moving around. Obviously easy access to the building itself due to the fact that LeStream is continuing to play relatively passively. Not a whole lot of roam game being established by them across the map as they're keeping everyone locked tight into the site. I think it includes Corey too. We don't even really have the Jaeger around as far as I can tell.
Like that Team Secret is more focused on utility usage at first. As you see, Leon, the thing about Thatcher is that once you expend those EMPs, you're just another man with a gun. You can do really whatever you need to do, and giving Leon that applies a lot of pressure. You're basically Sledge just without the hammer at that point. So, still 2 speed, 2 armor. That Nitro Cell shouldn't kill. No, it's not even going to do any damage, as that metal beam will be in the way that is right above the camera. So, a little bit of a misplay there from Rise, but Church Arsenal basement riddled with those steel metal beams. Obviously, that one is going to be a little bit too in the way of that explosive damage.
Still building off of this, Team Secret once again looking for their opportunity to work into the basement. They've come up empty so far here. LeStream has been doing a good job of just delaying things and keeping Secret at arm's length. Make sure they don't manage to work their way into the site. Once again, they'll focus on getting these hatches open. Try to work their way down from there. They're going to need main stairs pressure too, but keep in mind, the Pole's scouting out all of this, at least when it comes to the armory play. In the meanwhile, great tricking coming out. This time, though, it's not going to work out. Actually, no. Mornex Kairos going in. Do they have the ability to trick it this time? I don't think so, but Bonkers, in the meanwhile, is going to be able to take out Rise, prevent any action from coming in from the Pulse any further, and the Hatchet Kitchen does finally get open. 44 seconds left, though, so Team Secret do need to speed things up quite drastically. And as a result of that, Leon's going to take a big risk in fighting Corey and come out on the losing end.
Leon going to get punished off that goo mine of Aces, giving away his position. So Limbs and Leon were poised to try and make a pinch, but Echo Drone of Hicks's is Limbs and Meepy will find the first 2 entry frags on the side, but Aces will finally fire back here with that refrag onto the Havana. But things looking dangerous here as yet another LeStream member will fall. It's all up to Aces inside of Blue. Farrell and Fonkers, the last 2 alive, as Aces will kill the man with a diffuser. Sprints upstairs. Fonkers has to try and grab this diffuser. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's on hot mark as he's going to drop back in Blue. What a 200 IQ play by Aces. Rotates around.
Bye-bye.
Going to kill the man on Black Box. Aces. Ice in this man's veins right now in round number 9.
Great heads-up play and game sense, knowing that the hatch was already opened and just being like, yeah, well, he's either going to go for the plan or go for the kill. So if he goes for the kill, I'll win on timer by avoiding him on the stairs. If he goes for the plan, I can just wrap in the hatch, go back in, and then get the kill for free because he's going to be forced to plan. So basically a win-win situation for Aces, regardless of the decision that his opponent ends up making.
That is the danger of yokai drones. They're invisible. Really hard to see if you don't have IQ or something. You can possibly get rid of them. So, again, that is a danger of Echo, and that's why a lot of teams ban him. And what's strangely enough in this, we both have Maestro and Echo. So we don't see that too often. Traditionally speaking, we see Echo banned out a lot more than Maestro, but there's arguments on both sides as to which one should be removed. But this time we only have IQ and Valk that have been removed. So The defense going to have free reign over those. LeStream's going to find round number 5 and take the lead once again. Still, Secret not being able to jump ahead just yet, only able to tie it up. So we will head back to gym bedroom. Thought they had it there at the tail end of that round, but some 200 IQ plays by Hicks as we'll rotate up blue once again. The execute was good, and it's routinely what Secret pulls off. You know, they get all of their utility expended, the angles open that they want, then they try and choke down the site with some aggressive takes. But the thing is, when you leave Legion alive for that long, and there's 8 goo mines out on the map, it's definitely a detriment.
ADS up and running.
Well, we are going to find out now if Team Secret, after finally dropping around here on their attack and recovered quickly enough, as it is going to be their gym bedroom take. The first one of this half, anyway. First for Team Secret on the attack. Let's see what they can do. Already got a few members of LeStream trying to play out through windows. You can see at least one player scoped in on it. Secret got to be a little bit careful here. This has been a pretty chaotic game so far. Things have gotten a little bit more normal since we switched sides. Secret's gone on to the attack. Install some chaos that could happen. Thankfully, Secret at this point not look like they're going to have to deal with it too much. Due to LeStream once again playing very passive for the most part on this half.
Fonker is going to be droned in by his friendly Habana Limbs. So he will take control of top catwalk and confirm that no bandit tricking can possibly go on. No trickery. Since Team Secret is maybe we'll be able to get that wall open once again, but some long angles established here by LeStream from construction as we have Corey donning Jaeger inside of this area. So Hicks be playing over inside of Cashroom. We've seen this quite often with some Electro Claw tricking, but haven't seen that in a while. It'll only blow out the bottom of the floor, though, as Hicks will go down no matter what. A little bit of a thermite floor trick. You ever seen that one before, Blue?
No.
Going live.
We're going to see Habana's opening up a little bit of an extra soft destruction on this window to give the team a bit more room to play with from the inside of Cash Stairs. Besides that, though, 1 minute and 40 seconds left. Both teams have traded only 1 kill amongst each other. Secret still taking their time about the play. It does look like there is one member from LeStream that snuck all the way back into Garage, if I was looking at it correctly. That could come back to bite them if that player is able to get into a good position.
Don't believe it's all. Oh, it is
Alfama.
Yeah. Okay, that looked a little bit too close for the silhouette. No, he will be able to sneak in behind them, but no, Fonker's actually holding the cross. And Alfama's going to get Danny to lead it immediately when he hops in the window. So Team Secret now lead in man advantage after a pretty creative use of the thermite charge on the floor to blow open an electro wall. So Corey, Fine Feral, and a Limbs will fire back. So LeStream still at man disadvantage here as Team Secret have 3 men up. Still plenty of time for them as well. And this is something that LeStream has lacked on their offenses, taking quite a while to try and get any pressure on site, whereas Team Secret, it's like a bull in a china shop currently.
Off of that now. 45 seconds left, so again, the pressure's going to be on Team Secret to execute relatively soon. With the man advantage, they should be able to get it done, but it's Rise working his way out into construction, finding Elems, taking him down, and bringing it into an even kill situation at 2 versus 2. Not for long, though. Meatby and Aces will trade blows just like that. We're in a 1v1. Fonkers, though, with the push, knocks out Aces, and that's another round going over to Team Secret. They sit 3-1 on their attacking side so far.
Controlled aggression there by Fonkers is going to end up winning Team Secret that round. Actually, if you ADS, makes you walk just a touch slower, it actually makes you a little bit quieter. So it's just a very, very slight difference in your speed. As you'll see, he's actually more than likely going to say ADS this whole time, as you can see. Making himself a little bit quieter, as well as the Bandit had to reload. So able to capitalize on that. More than likely knew that he would have to reload after that gunfight because he had to re-peek and use the same clip. So mental math really fast. Fonkers be able to win that round off of that. So first things first that I want to point out that round, again, very creative use of that thermite charge on the floor to blow open the bottom of the wall. The closer you get into the wall, the higher it goes, as breaching charges as well as thermite charges in this game have a little bit of blowback on their destructibility. That's why sometimes, you know, when you see hot breaches of children online messing up and killing themselves,
what is this?
When they're doing hot breaches and they use the breaching charge on the window, they blow it up when they land and kill themselves. It's kind of the same thing. There's a blowback on those charges, so it actually has a blowback and destructibility on the thermite charge that is able to destroy part of that wall and make Hicks's job even harder because now you have people shooting you in the legs.
So into yet another round. So there'll be another Cash TCTV defense. Some reinforcement being set up right behind one of the holes that they put in the salt wall right behind here. And just to give them a little bit more reinforcement, just to make sure that if anyone gets access to balcony, there can't be a nice crossfire styles without having to deal with that at first. It also prevents and kind of saves the life of the player that's in garage from the defensive side if they get the wall open early.
Can we please switch back to somebody on defense real quick? I want to see something on that door that's upstairs. Just let Rise stay on for just a second. They have a very weird door place here, and also 3 ADSs that I'm kind of questioning. Okay, Rise is going to pick them all back up, so I'm going to assume that he was more or less checking on something that they're going to rush up main stairs, and now he's going to reapply them. Because Team Secret has done this before on this very site, tried to just rush up cache stairs. Didn't work out for them, but trying to cover all of their bases. They have a very weirdly punched door over on the CCTV, the other door that leads over to the cache balcony or the cache staircase. So I don't know really why they have that door there. I'm kind of questioning exactly what is supposed to be happening with this.
Either way, again, slow broiling round here for both teams as Team Secret has to deal with the entire team just on the inside of the site. Subroof is going to actually allow for Elms to pick up the opening frag against Corley, bringing us into a 5v4. LeStream having a few other players that have taken damage here too. They try to resist this, but this is actually a good amount of pressure being thrown in by Secret just by the window. Don't believe they have the other wall open just yet. They just managed to breach it. So that'll add yet another angle to this one. It's going to force LeStream further back. Keep in mind, like I said, they're not really playing out too much. They're not really playing aggression. So you've got a lot of players stacked together in a very small area. You can see a few of them. They're roamers now trying to move downstairs, but Rise at least getting caught by that. Aces also having to move away from construction here in a second due to the fact that, again, a lot of their players were forced into CCTV just a moment ago, and I think Aces might have been one of them. Alfama, though, strikes back, finally takes out a member of Team Secret, but it won't matter. Elms finds the trade a second later, taking out Hicks and bringing us into a 4 versus 2. Slowly but surely pinching the players from LeStream out of position. One more being added there, and the elimination of Alfama. It's all up to Aces in the 1 versus 4 situation from Cash. He does have that Nitro Cell to go over the top, but I got a little too far with it, actually. As a result of that, won't pick anyone up. He'll walk into his own death as Elms will get the last frag as well. And there you go. Team Secret with yet another one under their belt as they get closer and closer to closing out the first map.
Well, Team Secret is really taking their time this time around. We haven't seen this just yet by them as they've been hyper aggressive on most of their rounds throughout this entire tournament. But this time a little bit more calculated as LeStream was feeling comfortable at home in their own site, just holding off those crosses. It appears that LeStream likes to rotate around their site a little more often, especially when pressure is applied. They don't really sit in one spot. So being able to eliminate players for practically free as they ended up walking onto site to 4 versus 1. And when there's 4 people versus 1, unless it's a Maestro, as we've seen earlier in the tournament, you're going to have a bad time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, into another round. We're going to go in just a moment here. Both teams looking very serious right now, as this match is not locked down for either one just yet. But of course, as you can see, it's Secret that makes their way up to map point first, and as such, has one opportunity to close this out before we end up in overtime. Players from LeStream have been on them this entire time. So if they pick up the round, it's OT, and the winner will only be crowned at 8 rounds instead of 7.
Only round that LeStream has won on defense has been basement. So going back to the special site that they found some success on before. But 4 rounds on the offensive side for Secret is definitely no short of excellent. So last time they were on basement, to get all of the eliminations they could possibly find is the blue pinch came out from Secret, but eventually got thwarted. And then we had some 200 IQ plays by Aces. It came down to a 1 versus 1. Fonkers had to choose between chase the frag or chase the diffuser. He chose the diffuser, but not enough time to get it down as he was getting hot marked by a yokai drone inside of Church. Eventually, Fonkers drops back down blue hatch on some 200 IQ stuff once again, able to find that frag while he was not able to pop off the diffuser. So it's going to be all she wrote, at least for that round. But we have match point and the end of regulation no matter what in front of us.
Team Secret, it's time to see what they have to offer us. As once again, LeStream, just like every other round in this half so far, have kept it tied back. Are not going to be deploying themselves out too far into any type of room. Again, you can even see Corey, the Aegir, who would normally be the furthest out for most teams that try to use any room presence. He's stuck way back in blue. So again, that's LeStream trying to play this very careful game, trying to not make any mistakes. Unfortunately, they still have ended up on the losing end of this more times than not. And have not really made any change-ups to the overall layouts, including operators. Everything's remained relatively the same, despite Team Secret taking the majority of the rounds so far.
We're gonna have Pulse being played by Rise on LeStream, and this is such a great site for, once again, any map that has multiple sites, or excuse me, multiple floors is so good for Pulse because he can sit all the way down and feed out so much information. Impact going to come out to try and alleviate those X-Kairos charges, as Limbs is actually going to take quite a bit of damage from that. The only Nitro Cell on the defense is going to be in the hands of Rise. Another Impact going to come out, and Rise is actually going to be able to kill Fonkers with that pre-placed Nitro Cell. So, no more Zofia, no more clutch potential from Fonkers like last time on this basement site. It appears that this might just be the site for LeStream, and what a perfect time to try and clutch it up.
Fonkers down, Limbs as well, going down incredibly low to about 25 HP.
Look at that amount of information, man.
Just under a minute left, not on really any pressure going on to Rise at this point either. He's got that one blown hole in the ceiling above him. Besides that, he still has full control over Armory. No pressure against him, meaning he can just sit on that heartbeat sensor for as long as he needs to.
Oh, a flick, but it's not going to be Leon that gets the kill. It's going to be maybe from upstairs. Reloading. So Limbs will gather with his friend downstairs, but Leon has them rotate back up. Leon kind of on his own game right now, as he realizes they have Memorial Room for free here. Ash Charge going to go out as Leon claims yet another victim, but Rise with the refrag as Leon tries to rotate back to help out his friends. Looks like it's going to be LeStream all the way as they try to force the opposition on the back end of Arsenal. Plant going down. Leon holding the cross for Mud, and Ace is apparently not paying attention to where the push could possibly be coming from. It's all up to Alfama. All he has is an SMG-11 by his sign, but Leon been hunting LeStream. He appears to be hungry once again. Alfama line away, but it's going to be Limbs to find the frag, and that's going to be the first map going to Secret as Club is closed out.
A close affair, and it seemed like the way the map started out that LeStream was going to end up coming out on top of this one. They had some dominant opening rounds, but we quickly saw Team Secret rally back, take solid control, and tie us up at 3-3, or excuse me, ending up 4-2 at halftime, a little bit in their favor, and then eventually taking control of the map to come back against LeStream. 7-5, all the way full time. Very, very close indeed, but a little bit too short for LeStream. So they now have to hope that they can bring it back on map number 2.
And this next map is going to be Border, which, again, we saw them play against Ninjas in Pajamas on, and that went the full distance. They ended up winning that one 8-7. But I will say one thing. This time around, they're more than likely